Xbox just held their showcase for 2023 and told PlayStation and everyone else to hold their beer. I am Troy, and this is Greg from Marks on Games, and today we're running down the Xbox showcase for 2023. Now, on with the story. What's up, Greg?
I would say they curb stomp PlayStation.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing to say about that, because, man, I don't know, you and I ran down the PlayStation showcase. If anybody wants to go back in our YouTube archives, check that out. It was just okay. There was like a couple of home runs, but I don't know. It was mostly Spider-Man that everybody was sitting around waiting for. This one, obviously Starfield was the main event. See a little what I did there, but
meat and potatoes, right?
Yeah, right. It was the main thing everybody was wanting to see, but at the same, I don't know about you. I was going into this completely blind. Like, I have no idea what they're going to show.
I knew they were going to show Starfield and Forza 8. That was about it.
Okay, yeah. Starfield, obviously. The Forza, you had told me they were putting a lot of emphasis on that one, so I was like, okay, I was expecting to see that one. Everything else, though, I was like, oh, okay, that's something. And I was pleasantly surprised by most of the games here are ones that I was like hyped for. There was a couple of them.
Shut up and take my money.
Right. Well, let's get right into some of these. The first one was Avowed.
These are not going to be in order, by the way, which they showed.
Right. I'm going to link the article down in the video description. News.xbox.com is what I'm using. Avowed launches in 2024. I don't think they actually set a hard release for that one.
They did not.
But it's set in the world of
More on that.
Right. Obsidian Entertainment's Avowed will see players embark on a journey through the living lands, a plagued foreign island full of mysteries and secrets, etc., etc. It's an first-person fantasy RPG, right up my alley. I like this kind of stuff. This is one of them. I texted you. I was like, I got to get it. Yeah, man, the graphics are... I mean, most of these, the graphics look fantastic, but it's different.
More on that later.
Right. This is definitely a fantasy RPG, but I don't know about you. It doesn't look like the others. Like, it looks different. Like
it looks like it takes place in hell or something.
Right. Yeah, it sets itself apart. Not quite as dark as like Dark Souls and literally every game that studio makes, but it's right up there. Kind of in the same vein as, and we'll talk about something involving this, but the Elder Scrolls series. But again, a little different. The next one I wanted to talk about is this one I thought was like BioShock 4. It's NXile Entertainment announces Clockwork Revolution. So what do you think of this one?
I thought it looked fantastic.
Yeah, it looks cool. See, it's like a steampunk kind of world. Like traveling back in time, your interactions and choices in the past will have a butterfly effect in the deep narrative-driven world and characters of Avalon, causing them to change and react in unprecedented ways. So there you go. There
are trains that are running like trams. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that caught my eye.
Yeah, it's very cool. The steampunk stuff definitely got me. I'm always down for steampunk type themes and whatever. And it is a steampunk action RPG. I don't see anything about release anything. Not even a year.
Nope.
Did they say?
And we'll get more on that in the next one you're about to talk about. But if they didn't put even like a 2024, I'm going to assume it's past that.
Right. They're like, it's coming sometime.
It's in development. We're working on it.
We're making it. We had to take time away from this game to make this trailer, damn it. So
it's true.
There you go. The next one is huge. I think this is one of the bigger announcements of the entire showcase. It is Fable.
A curtain jerk.
Yeah, right. It is the very first one out of the gate. It is Fable: A New Beginning for the legendary franchise, or they're just calling it Fable. So basically,
which is what they do with everything nowadays.
Yeah, right. It's like
the new Mortal Kombat's called Mortal Kombat 1, and no, it's not.
Right.
It's actually 12, but whatever.
So it's an action RPG for anybody who doesn't know Fable, which if you're a gamer, I don't know how you wouldn't know Fable. But it says, welcome to Albion, the home of heroes, where Fable takes place. It's an immersive fairy tale land of adventure and myriad of challenges, treasures, and stories await.
I might get
Not
some
much
heat
is
for this,
shown.
but I've never played a Fable game in my life.
I played Fable 3. It was very fun. It really was an RPG in the sense of you could do good or you could do bad, and it really changed your character along the way throughout the game, depending on what your choices were. So, yeah, and it really changed the entire game for you, depending on what choices you made. So if they stay in that same vein, this will be very interesting. I'll play it regardless, and it should be fun. So,
Now, did they clarify if this was a remake or a brand new game or what?
they haven't said anything. It just says it's a new beginning. So,
Oh, we're gonna get a comment. Oh, you guys are idiots. You don't know. Well, show me where they told me, please.
right. Yeah, they really haven't said much of anything about this. I will say it was a heavy rumor for a while that they were coming out with a new Fable game, and boom, here it is. But I really wasn't expecting it. I think I had brought it up in another video, and I was conversing with somebody back and forth, and they're like, "Yeah, man, like they haven't come out with a Fable game since Xbox 360." Next one up is one you mentioned. It's Forza Motorsports announces October release date and much more. This was, you said it's Forza Motorsports 8?
Yeah, they haven't made one in a while because the last one they believe was the Horizons game,
Gotcha.
which is more like a. I mean, it's still realistic, but it's more like there was off-road things and stuff like that. It was more like street racing stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and
This one's more like a racing sim.
well, in this one, what we talked about with Fable, it's just called Forza Motorsports. So
Yeah.
there's no number with it, nothing. Like God. But it does. This is the first one with a launch date. It's October 10th of this year.
Did the Scream movie start this? Is that what it was?
Halloween, I want to say, was the very
okay.
first one, and
Yeah.
then Halloween, and then Scream, and then yeah, all these. There's something recently we were complaining about with that too, where it was like, is it a reboot? Is it a sequel? Like, what are you? Forza. It says the stunning 2023 Cadillac Racing V Series R race car and 2024 Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray will be available for fans to drive in Forza Motorsports.
Available on Game Pass. Pre-order now.
Yeah, a lot of these are like available on Game Pass day one. Like, oh God, like so, like why would you pre-order? Like you said.
Also, I feel like, I mean, I get it. Day one though might be a little bit redundant. What else is it going to be? Coming to Game Pass. Month number 3.
Right.
So,
This one, I don't know how many people are actually going to be hyped about this, but I played this game back when it was on Windows computers, and so I'm hyped about this. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the next generation of the legendary franchise.
the last one they had that's currently on Game Pass now, I played it and I got so bored, man. But this one looked a lot better.
I will really have to like see reviews before I plop money down on this thing because, like you said, it very well could be boring.
Get Game Pass. You don't plop any money down other than the $15 a month.
Yeah, that's true. Because this thing is just, I don't know, man. It looked awesome. It's got a huge scale. If it can fly, you can control it. And it looks like you can do like actual flights.
Crazy.
Yeah. The beautiful landscapes look like you can those like the firefighters that will go over forest fires and try to put them out.
Yeah, you jerk.
I messaged you about that one. Well, come on, it was right there, man. But then I
live in California. For people who are wondering,
right?
As anyone knows, we have a huge fire problem right now. Actually, it's not us right now; it's over in Canada, unfortunately.
But yeah, I messaged you and I was like, it hits a little closer to home, huh? But they do that. You can do search and rescue missions. Like you can do a bunch of emergency flight vehicles, and you can fly a balloon. And
yeah, that one really got me. Like, what the hell does flying a hot air balloon have to do with Flight Simulator? This is what you do. You pull down the gas thing, the heat goes up, and then balloon goes up. How is that a flight simulator?
God, great. You got to drop the sandbags off the side. And come on. Hey, you don't know anything. God.
Oh, I clearly don't.
But The other is you get to transport cargo and stuff like that, or
there was a crazy scene that I saw where someone like they landed at an airport and there's like an ambulance waiting with a gurney to take someone away. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
wow,
cool. Yep.
Crazy in depth.
And they've got like you can do private flights for like billionaires and whatever. So there you go. It's if I will say
fly
this,
my plane and get me out of here. It's gonna be huge.
Good Lord. But
can you fly Air Force One on here? That'd be interesting.
Dude, that would be awesome. I would actually dig that.
Is Harrison Ford on it?
Wow. You and I make fun of this kind of stuff all the time, but I'll say this: like you talk about this being boring, whatever. If there are like, because I'm very goal oriented when I play a game, if there are like achievements and stuff like that, where it's like, do this and get these achievements or get these levels, whatever. I mean, I think that would make it more worth it for me. Otherwise, you're just kind of flying around doing, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So, but the next one on the list, I really have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about this one. It is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Sure. I didn't know there was Hellblade 1.
I play a little bit of the first Hellblade. It's not my game, but I'm sure people love it. But dude, good for you. I hope you enjoy it. But
yeah,
again, Game Pass. So anything that's on Game Pass, I will try. I mean, it's not like I'm going to sit here. Oh, I'm not spending my money on that.
Right.
Like, well, technically, I already have.
Well, I'll say this: if they were trying to sell me with that trailer, I damn near fell asleep during it, man. It was a 4-minute long trailer of nothing. It's like they're in a dark cave and like, echoed talking and whatever. Somebody's all alone and weird crap's happening. It's just like, I don't know. It was kind of boring to me. Like, what is going on?
They promise no CGI trailers.
Yeah.
They show what's it called? In game. It's not CG, but it's a way around it.
I don't know. Well, it just says everything has led Senua to this moment. Sink deep into the next chapter of Senua's story with the showcase of cinematic immersion, beautifully realized visuals, and encapsulating sound from the team at Ninja Theory.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that doesn't have a release date either. It says 2024. So at least we've got a whole 12-month, got that 12-month target, man, somewhere in there.
Yep.
But up next, this one looked interesting. It's called South of Midnight. And at first, I don't know, to me it looked like almost like graphics like Coco or something like that.
Yep.
I don't know. If anybody's seen that movie Coraline, it very much looks like that. Like those kind of animation style.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the main woman's like a monster hunter or demon hunter or something, and I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked like some down in the bayou kind of game.
It says it's a third-person action-adventure game set in the American Deep South.
I'm not going to lie, by the way, that rat that popped up on his shoulder scared the hell out of me.
See, it says
so, by the way, they're showing in-game engine footage. That's their little way around calling it CGI footage.
Oh.
I mean, I'm going to get flamed for that probably. Well, actually, shut up.
Actually. Of course.
I'm smarter than you because I read the internet.
Exactly. But it says, as Hazel, you will explore the mythos and encounter creatures of Southern folklore in a macabre and fantastical world. When disaster strikes her hometown, Hazel is called to become a weaver, a magical mender of broken bonds and spirits. Okay, then.
So they haven't really said, but this has to be New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it just says American Deep South, but...
Come on, this screams New Orleans.
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know. I'd give it a shot if ratings are good for it, or reviews, whatever. This one, I don't see any, not even a time frame, nothing.
That means you ain't seen it until 2025, at least.
Most likely, yeah.
I guess that's not a lot. It could be late 2024, but it doesn't even have that. It doesn't even have 2024 on it. I'm just assuming it's not coming out until 25 at least.
Yeah, probably. Next one I see is Towerborn. Do you have anything to say about this one?
Nope.
Yeah, it looked okay. I don't know. Not really my alley. It's coming in 2024. There you go. It will be on Game Pass.
I like the graphics. I'll say that. It looks like a modern day animated show.
Right. Yeah.
It's like Zelda in a way.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Packed with fun combat, customization options, and lore to be uncovered, Towerborn has something for everyone. So there you go. It's interesting, but not real much to say. The next one, I have nothing to say about this one. This was the first one I saw that I went meh. It's called 33 Immortals. It's a co-op action game with
it looks like
33 players at
Diablo and
once.
Hades together.
Yeah.
Anyone's played those games, but
yeah, okay, I could see that. Yep. You can play with 33 people at once. That is a lot. Well, enjoy your lag, everybody. Up next, this one is pretty cool. Speaking of, games from the 90s, this one is called Cities Skylines 2. But at first I thought it was SimCity. Anybody remembers that game? This one's coming on October 24th. So it's not too far from now. Basically, if anybody's played SimCity, you know what this game is all about. You build a city.
and the first one of this game is currently on Game Pass.
Oh, nice. Have you played that one?
I did. It's
Any
not my
good?
kind of game, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was good or bad or not. I mean, it's not my kind of game, so it's really unfair to say, oh, it sucks or it's good if I don't really play it much. But
I hear you. It says start planning your road layouts, zone some new homes, and grow your empty plot of land into a thriving metropolis this fall.
and then the picture, like the first picture you see, it looks like the entire New York skyline. You can see like all 5 boroughs in there if you look at it closely. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like you can keep building and building, make it look like whatever the hell you want. Cool. Yeah, I would give it a chance. This next one, again, I have nothing for it. Dungeons of Hinterberg. I was like, looks like it'd be fun for kids.
I look at this and I'm like, I mean, is this exclusive to Xbox? Do we know?
It's Xbox, Windows.
This screams like a Nintendo Switch game to me.
Right. It says, armed with a sword and a tourist guide, explore the beautiful alpine village of Hinterberg and uncover the magic hidden within its dungeons. Master magic, solve puzzles, and slay monsters. There you go. It looks like it'd be fun for kids. Not saying that adults can't enjoy it. It definitely looks like it'd be up, for kids right there. Even the graphics, like you were talking about, looks like it'd be good for Switch. This next one looks
Same
cool.
thing.
Yeah, I don't have much to say
Great
about
for
it, but it looks
Switch.
cool. Yeah. Jusant. It's a climbing-based action puzzle game. Ugh. That is nothing I would want to dip into.
So this looks like Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that's the vibe I got from it. Looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd play it or not, but aesthetically it looks great to me.
Yeah, right. It came from the maker of games that I never cared about, like Life is Strange, Vampire with a Y. So, yeah, like I said, it's an action puzzle game based on climbing.
Don't we have that game already? It's called Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's no spoken dialogue. It's a meditative journey. Yeah.
They don't really speak. They just pop up in words.
Yep. I really don't care about this one. But up next is something you got excited about.
Yes.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Like any game that starts out with you as a naked man on the beach scaring women. I'm a creep. So I like it.
Good Lord. It says Sega and Ryuga Gotoku, whatever, studio debuted a first look at Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. It comes launching in early 24, highlights an unexpected chain of events that sets 2 legendary Yakuza, not going to attempt those names, on a larger-than-life RPG adventure. And like you said, one of them's nude. So,
creeping women out.
Yeah, they really didn't say anything about this. It looks interesting. Like I said, apparently you play Yakuza. I don't know. Or if we want to Americanize it, Yakuza, whatever.
I'll say this too. The first 10 seconds when he's waking up, I thought it was Dead Island 2 DLC.
I was
Because
thinking
it kind of looked like that.
I was thinking Tekken or something.
But you know what
Yeah,
else it could have been? Because it was on the beach, it could have been DOA. You remember that game?
Yeah, yes. Okay. I remember that. This one I have nothing to say anything about. It's Metaphor Refantasio.
This looks like something that PlayStation would have.
Yeah. Metaphor Refantasio. There you go. I don't know. It's a fantasy RPG from the team behind Persona. I don't know what the hell Persona is. Never played it.
I believe that's on PlayStation. At least that's where I played it. It's just like this. It looks just like it. So
it's an anime looking game. It looks like an anime. So if anybody's into that kind of stuff, for the kind of people that like that kind of thing, this will be the kind of thing those people like. So
exactly.
that's all I really have to say about it.
Hold that comment for the next game too.
Yeah, no release date for this, by the way. Nothing. But up next, Kinitsu Gami Path of the Goddess. Sure.
See the previous statements. Except this looks a little bit better.
Yeah, no, the graphics are really good on this one. Still anime style, though, and very Japanese. So, yeah, if you like that kind of thing, cool. I'm not crapping on you. Just not my kind of thing.
There's a huge fan base for that, so.
Yeah, I like anime, but I'm not what you would call a weeb, per se. So it's just like I'm a casual viewer. You know, I only kind of like anime. I'm only an avid viewer. God. The next one I do have some stuff to say is Payday 3.
Yeah.
It's its first ever gameplay trailer. I never played Paydays 1 and 2, but they looked awesome. I don't know why I never did.
Playing 2 the other night. I believe it's on Game Pass.
Looks awesome. Graphics for this look fantastic.
This will be what holds us over till Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, right. Now, it takes place at a branch location of Secure Capital Bank, somewhere in the bowels of New York City. We follow Dallas, Chains, Wolf, and Hoxton as they don their masks and show the world that nowhere is safe enough from the Payday gang. Yeah, looks good. I dig it. There you go. That one does not have a release date.
I feel like you just mentioned this next one.
Yeah, right. This next one, again, Persona 3 Reload is the Persona 3 Reload. That's it. I don't freaking know. It's an RPG, quote unquote classic. I guess people like it. I mean, if they keep making sequels, obviously they like it, but I don't know. Nothing to say. There's not a release date for that one, so they have all new English voiceover. How about that? Up next, see previous comments, Persona 5 Tactica. Sure.
Yeah, Persona 3 and Persona 5.
Yeah, I guess this one is a spin-off, but whatever. This next one is what we really want to talk about. Star Wars Outlaws. Hell yeah. First open world Star Wars game.
And I'm wondering myself, how the hell did it take this long to get an open world Star Wars game? I can't be the only one wondering that, right?
I will say I love the Jedi games, like Jedi Fallen Order, and I haven't played Jedi Survivor, so I can't say for sure. But Jedi Fallen Order is fun as hell, but it's not really technically open world. This one looks fantastic. Graphics are great too. I gotta say that. But you were the one that told me this. Actually, it's set between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, which is one of my absolute favorite things that they can explore. Because there's a huge gap there if you think about it.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't know how this game would show it because I see snow out there on the right, but I've often wondered how the hell did the rebels get to Hoth? Like, what if, no Empire starts out like that? I don't want to go too far into the nerd weeds here, but have you ever noticed that? Like, it just starts out on Hoth. They're just there. Like, where the hell did you find this planet? Why are you there?
Because F you, Greg. So if it's between Empire and Return, so is Luke off chilling in Dagobah right now?
No, he should be plotting a way to get Han Solo out of Jabba's palace. You just making me look more like a nerd on this damn thing. Thanks a lot.
So Han's encased carbonite in this game, so he's not going to be involved. Jabba, you might be able to go see his fat ass. I don't know.
Also, her name's Kay Vest. Do you see that thing on her shoulder?
Yes.
I'm gonna bet good money that thing's gonna be a hot item, like for kids, like a plushie or something.
Yeah.
Baby
ever
Yoda,
since-
stupid porgs, and
yeah,
everything
that's
else.
look, if there's one compliment I can give Disney for what they after they took Star Wars is, by God, they just know how to market this crap to kids and young white women, don't they?
They know how to. They know how to put the most perfect thing out there that people will buy. Not like a whole bunch of things,
Yeah,
like
right.
Baby Yoda and the porg. Those are the two best examples.
God,
Although
yeah,
I think
and
the porg kind of died off.
well, Baby Yoda's not dying off, but they're driving that into the damn ground. Like people are like, all right, enough. Like,
Okay, the hell out.
Yeah, right.
More than Square Enix's Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Oh man. Up next, though, Chinese room plunges into narrative horror with Still Wakes the Deep. This looked interesting. I think I've said that for a few things, but
I'm intrigued.
you're on an oil rig and crap's happening. Here's some noises, and you're in the middle of the ocean, so it could really be anything.
That's actually one of my biggest fears in life is getting trapped in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like somebody in my old job was like, what is like your worst fear in life? Like, I don't know, being trapped in the middle of the ocean with nowhere to go. I mean, you're dead, right?
Yeah, I don't do boats in the ocean, man. Like they freak me out. This is a horror that might actually creep me the hell out. I'd play it.
I'm intrigued to play, I'll tell you that.
Yep. A Glaswegian oil rig worker must fight for his life through a visceral storm, catastrophic surroundings, thick, dark, and perilous North Sea waters. All communications are cut off. All exits are gone. The only way to defeat the horror aboard is to face it.
First thing I got to say is the visceral storm. So you're on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. There's a damn storm going in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's scary as hell.
I'd be like, better get my prayers in now.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't want to suffer. Just take me now, please. I can't deal with this.
Rush to escape the terrifying strange entity that has besieged the rig. It's aware of you and it needs you. Climb, hide, and swim through tight, warping corridors and storm-lashed iron decks. Oh man.
Yeah.
And
someone is trapped inside the galley. Wow.
Yeah, it's and
Guarantee
something.
Daddy's a zombie now.
Yeah, right. I'm wondering what the hell this is. Like that's part of it. It's like, what the hell is going on?
This is going to be for sure. Try it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd give it a shot. These next couple things are not game announcements, or hardware announcements. First one is the Xbox Series S now comes in black and it has a new 1 terabyte storage. So
yeah. Everybody was raving about this, but I feel like the one thing that got overlooked was the fact that it's now $50 more.
Yeah, well, of course it is.
Well, no, I know, but I just feel like people just haven't talked about that in all the reviews.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it says it's going to have up to 120 FPS. That's cool. Like you mentioned, yeah. From thousands of digital games, generations of Xbox, find your new favorite game. Worldwide pre-orders start today. Yeah, it's going to be $350.
I don't know if I told you or another friend, but I predicted that we were going to get a beefed up Xbox. This was one of the ones I got right.
Yeah, there you go.
Thus proving, by the way, that this is why I think physical's dying. Now they're beefing up the digital one.
Right.
Did you catch that part? There's no beefed up Xbox Series X.
Yep.
So,
for any of you out there are wondering about the color situation, because Xbox Series S was white, and now it's going to be black like the Series X. So you'll be able to tell, just by looking at it, if it's the new one or not. But that's going to be available starting September 1st. The other thing,
Phil Spencer made sure to tell everybody they beefed up production.
Yeah, thank God, because that was the thing with them and Sony, was you just couldn't find their damn systems anywhere the longest time. And I get their.
When I got my Xbox, dude, I was one of the ones on Best Buy every day, and I saw it refresh, got it. And then I had me and a buddy, we drove like 5 cities over to go get it because they didn't have the local one.
Wow. Did you get the Series X?
I have them both.
Oh, wow. Okay. The other piece of hardware is the Starfield limited edition wireless controller and headset, if you're into that kind of thing. If you got to have it, the controller is $80, and the headset is $125. God.
Get the hell out.
Yeah. No thanks.
Now, I'll tell you this. Those will sell fast because people are going to get them to try to flip them.
Oh, well, yeah. It's like all the stuff, all the people that pre-ordered the special editions of Tears of the Kingdom. They're like, I'm going to sell all my extra crap and beef up the price. This next one is it's an expansion pack, and we got to see Keanu Reeves make the announcement, so I'm always down for more
Did
Keanu.
he look awkward as hell, man, or what?
He was clearly reading off of a
I felt like he was, I'm not accusing him or anything, but I felt like he was like on something. Like he wanted to get the hell out of there and like was like twitching.
Well, you got to remember when he did his announcement the last time around, it was in front of a crowd, and he was probably like, "Oh, it's probably the same thing." And then he's like, "Oh, no, I'm just talking to a camera." All right.
You're right.
They're like, "Here, read off of this cue card," because you could tell when he like starts talking to Idris Elba, like giving a message to Idris Elba, he like went off script, and then he's like, "Anyway, but this is we talked about it enough. It's Cyberpunk 2077: Phantom Liberty. You play as a female character in this one. I don't know if she was in Cyberpunk 2077, but I have not played the game before anybody drills me on this one. Keanu Reeves.
I have, but I'm not an aficionado. Sorry.
Right. Keanu Reeves' Johnny Silverhand is back. He's one of the main guys, I guess. And the villain is Solomon Reed, played by Idris Elba. That one's coming out on September 26th. Like I said, it's an expansion pack, but you can pre-order it right now.
That's within the realm of Starfield and Spider-Man, so it's going to have some competition.
Yeah, right.
I know Spider-Man's the next month, right? But still, it's in between it.
Well, and you also said they haven't announced prices for anything, but you were like, any expansion pack or DLC, it's like over $40. Go screw yourself. So,
yeah, right.
I don't know. Like I said, they haven't announced yet, so we'll see. This next one, I'm sure there were a multitude of nerd boners popping for this one. It was the Elder Scrolls.
I was not one of them.
It was the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. I never got into Elder Scrolls. I just
didn't either. I tried. I got bored.
Yeah, I played. What was Skyrim? I think, or maybe I played Oblivion. I played one of them for like a couple hours. I'm like, I don't know. I can give it another try. Maybe I just didn't dedicate myself to it enough. But man, there's a lot. They're huge. They said Skyrim will take you like over 100 hours to complete. Like, I don't know if I have that kind of dedication.
I do, but only for Tears of the Kingdom.
Right. Well, this is coming out. It says Xbox players can prepare to check out the Necrom adventure on Xbox consoles June 20th. There you go. But adventurers don't need to wait until then. They can jump into ESO right now via Xbox Game Pass. Those available right now. Next one, is this an expansion pack? It's Fallout 76 Road to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. It looked fun. I never played Fallout 76.
Fallout 76 was that online game, I believe. And none of that makes any sense to me because, like, Fallout is you're like what the last person on Earth, right, or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
why the hell would you have Why would you be online with a bunch of people if you're the last person?
I know the one I played, Fallout 4. I want to say, like, there are other people. They're just very few and far between. You like run into roving gangs and stuff like that sometimes, almost like the Walking Dead type situation. But like I said, I have not played this one. It's been eons since I played Fallout 4. So
I played Fallout 4 quite a bit. 76, I tried. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, New Vegas. Now that was amazing.
Fallout 76 is headed on an expedition to an all-new location outside of Appalachia, Atlantic City. Stay tuned for more details on the next adventure. So if any of you are into Fallout 76, Road to Atlantic City is available now. So go check that out. This other thing, I didn't catch it at first. I'm like, what's going on? In Flight Simulator that we talked about earlier, you can get an expansion pack. You can fly as a Dune ornithopter or ornithopter, whatever. That flying thing from the movie Dune.
It kind of got me, dude, because I thought it was a Dune video game, and then I threw Flight Simulator up there. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Dune, which, by the way, I got to see the sequel to in theaters. That's one of the movies it lends itself to theaters. But this one, the expansion pack will come November 3rd. Oh, and you get to fly around the planet Arrakis, which, you'd figure. This next one, I don't play these games. I know a lot of people do.
Oh, I do. I love it.
It's Overwatch 2 Invasion. I don't know. It's a new Heroes starter pack as well. Or is that it? This is...
Well, it's got Flashpoint game mode. It's got the new maps and new missions and everything. It's a pretty big pack.
Oh, okay. Firing range.
I'm looking forward to this.
If anybody's into Overwatch 2...
Those of you who don't know, this game's free on all consoles, so there's that.
I downloaded it. I don't think I've... Well, I think I've downloaded it. I haven't touched it yet, though. So one of these here days. God.
I play it on Switch a lot. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, I do not. Oh, I just downloaded it on my Switch. I didn't even think about that. This next one, The Legend of Monkey Island, a new Sea of Thieves crossover. Cool.
I mean, Sea of Thieves is going to be here like after the atomic bomb drops. This game's been going forever, and they keep putting new stuff on. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5 in a way.
I have never played Sea of Thieves. Is it any good? Have you played it?
It's not bad. It's not for me.
Yeah, the graphics are very cartoony. This looks like it could be fun for kids, which I am not dissing that whatsoever. Kids gotta have
a cool
play.
Pirates of the Caribbean expansion at one point, and Johnny Depp was in it. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, it says this is a collaboration between Rare and Lucasfilm Games. There you go.
Monkey Island is I believe it was an old game.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay, then. Comprised of 3 tall tales delivered in installments as free updates to owners of any Sea of Thieves edition and all Xbox Game Pass members beginning on July 20th. There you go. It's all free. Sea of Thieves, The Legend of Monkey Island is a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to the iconic Monkey Island adventure game series, and the first chapter will be available for all Sea of Thieves players across, all this, Xbox and PC, Steam, blah, blah, blah. July 20th. Coming up here really soon. I think that's about it other than Starfield. You want to dive into that?
Yes.
All right, what do you... Because I saw the little trailer they showed before diving into it, but what all is there that I missed here with Starfield that you wanted to talk about?
Oh, dude, there's so much. The customization's insane.
Yeah, I did see that part.
Being able to go like 1,000 different planets is awesome.
Yeah, they said you can go to different moons and planets all over.
Yeah, that one I didn't expect, though, when they said that. Like, wow, it's pretty cool. Like, the moon's not just a backdrop. You can travel to it.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then they're talking about stats. Not stats, what do you call it? I guess for stats, you can get like you can become like a star and everyone wants to meet you and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you're just a badass. You always have a gun on you. You just so much. You have to watch it, but
it looked really awesome. I really enjoyed it. What they showed of it so far. This is one of the deciding factors why, because I've been talking to you for a while about I don't know if I'm going to get PS5 or Xbox Series X, and this
at this point it's Starfield versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the other games I'm seeing coming out for Xbox, all the ones that PlayStation advertised, except for Spider-Man 2, that I gave a crap about, are going to be cross-platform, so I can just play them on Xbox.
Yeah, that's kind of where PlayStation failed in their showcase, in my opinion. Not very many PlayStation-only games.
No, I think the PlayStation exclusives are kind of crap at this point, other than...
It's basically a PlayStation partner showcase.
Right. This one, there are quite a few games that looked really good. I'm interested in playing, and Starfield, I mean, you and I kind of talked about, we don't know the exact point of the game. Like, what are you aiming at here? So, but right. Starfield looks like it might be one of the biggest physically biggest games ever.
I believe. Well, I had the sure here. Hold on. Clocks in at 126 gigs.
God, that's a lot. Well,
and the good news is, got the old cloud so you can stream it.
Right. Well, I'm also thinking it's just such a big game, and it looks beautiful. It's detailed. There's so much to do. Go on forever and ever and ever. Xbox is currently sitting in third place right now. Do you think this is gonna, like, that game alone is gonna propel
I think
them?
it could help. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not going to get number one. Let's be real here. But
yeah, I don't think that's ever really a possibility, especially after that Zelda game that just came out. Like, good grief. And they've got more stuff in the works for Nintendo, but I don't know, man. Starfield, I think, could really change some things for Xbox, and it's not out yet. We really have to see how it works and what people say about it after it comes out. But I think it has potential to go down as a historic game that people really need to hop on right away if they consider themselves a real gamer. But that's about it for the Xbox Games Showcase, man.
what I'm surprised they didn't show was they didn't show Gears of War 6, but I guess it's not long enough yet to have a trailer.
Yeah.
Nothing for Halo Infinite, like a new season or anything. That was kind of a shocker.
Yeah, Xbox with no Gears of War or Halo is a little odd, but I think they didn't want to take too much focus off of ones like Starfield. That's
right.
It's a big one they're pumping up. So I don't know if they're playing it right, man. They're really treating it like a huge deal, and I think Bethesda's going to hit a home run with this.
I feel like they're treating it like their Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to see what sales numbers look like afterwards, and if it gets all the good reviews that it looks like it most likely will, here you go. The worst thing it can be labeled, though, is boring. So I hope the gameplay is just fun. Like, it looks like it has a lot of replay value to it, but if that replay value is not fun, then who cares?
Well, I did see a little thing that popped up mid showcase. It said like, oh, visiting all the planets. So if you're a completist, it's gonna take you a while to visit every planet and get that little thing checked off. So replay's through the roof.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping it's fun replay, and it's not just a lot of like, wow, it's taken a while. If you want to get that achievement, but that
I'm not going to be one of these people that looks at it and goes, how can you have any doubts on this whatsoever? I'm like, well, I've seen movies, games, TV shows, etc. that look great from the trailer, and then they end up sucking.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's possible.
But either way, for all of you out there, comment down below. What are you most likely going to get from this showcase? What were you most impressed with compared to the Xbox or the PlayStation showcase? And what was the Summer Games Fest? Was that happened earlier?
Yeah, that was actually okay. But
right. Well, for all of you that watched those, where would you rank this compared to those? I saw some people that ranked this it was very small minority, but they ranked it a D. I'm like, what were you watching, man? And like you said, it's just like Sony loyalists. Oh.
And Nintendo ones probably. But
yeah, that too.
I feel like they're not as bad. I feel like the PlayStation, Xbox loyalists are the ones that fight the most. Nintendo's just on the side looking in. Yeah,
right. Yeah, let us know about that in the comments down below. And Starfield, what are your opinions on Starfield? Are you going to get it? Are you excited about it? You have doubts? Or are you kind of cautiously optimistic like we are? And also, share this video around to everyone you know. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy. He's been Greg. We're from Marks on Games, and we'll see you next time.